So today is a little different. Today is a little different. We miss Exodus for Life, but we have Mass Movement for Life. I'm here. My name is Ruby Collins. And you are going to be listening to a lot of my music today as I organize my thoughts and just, excuse me, just kind of like keep making my plans and my protocol for my life each day. So I want to share with you, it's about just being able to get up out of bed and do something every day. Don't worry about next week, tomorrow, tonight, or maybe tonight, next week. Just each day you want to be able to get up and do something. Get up and make a difference in your life and those around you. So it was that kind of morning for me. The other day I went and bought some fabric because I want to start sewing my clothes and just making my outfits because my body's different now. It's a lot smaller and I'm not used to having such a small body that's carb-free. No, when I say carb-free, this is my choice. Anything I say here is not something, I'm not giving medical advice because I'm not a doctor. But for what I need, this is what I'm sharing. And I'm telling you about my journey, what my journey is like. And my journey is right now just doing what I need to do to continue to heal my body and get stronger. So you'll be listening to my music today. That'll help me just introduce you to who I am as Ruby Collins, Mass Movement for Life. I call the show Mass Movement for Life because I'll be sharing a lot of things that I did not know and didn't learn till very late in my life. And very late doesn't, that 48 is not very late, but that's late enough when you've been through school, had college degrees, master's degrees, and didn't know what was really happening in the world, that you could have been implementing, that you could have avoided a lot of things. So that's why it's a mass movement. And I want people to just start moving. Mass, lots of people, move. Start taking control of your life, being the advocate for your life. Despite, you know what, I'm thinking because I'm walking and I don't look like myself. I know I don't look like myself. And not everybody knows what Ruby looks like. And, but I said, you know what, I'm having a moment. I'm going to get through this. And I'm here, I'm on the radio station. I know how good it feels when I come here. My immune system feels excited. It gives me, that's healing. It's healing, it's health. So do what makes you happy. I have a show coming up in August 10th. August 10th at, right here at the Junction. Our spring free concerts that we have. So I'll be out there August 10th. Right at the Junction by Brooklyn College, not a block away from the radio station, not too far from here. They have great musical acts coming out, and they asked me to come out and do a half an hour set. So I told my children, I said, y'all get ready because I may not, I am going to be singing. It's going to sound a little different. I kind of put my voice now as like a Macy Gray, Duffy. If you don't know who Duffy is, a little cute white girl. I love her style. She got this kind of husky, raspy voice. And hopefully it's still a little Lauryn Hill. So that's how I kind of describe my voice now. Macy Gray, totally. I'm like right in there with her voice. But I am, so yeah. So that's August 10th at our Spring Street concerts here in Brooklyn, at Brooklyn College. I'll be performing August 10th. I don't know what time, but you can't miss it because they let us have live music all day, or certain hours, I think. But I'll fill you in as the time nears. So I'm not really like myself, but I need to get up every day and knowing what I'm healing and just live. I gotta just live. I refuse to sit in my bed or lying in my bed and just looking up at the ceiling. Sometimes in discomfort, sometimes more discomfort than other days. But I know if I get up and start jumping on my trampoline, I'm going to continue to say that so you know you need to get yourself a trampoline and just bounce to get that lymphatic system moving, get those toxins out your body. That's how it happens. And, I know I'm going to be okay and get the stuff that I need. Keep researching. I found you know what's funny? When you are thinking of what you need to do for yourself, and you kind of have you ever said, man, I wish I had this, or I was thinking about something, and then it shows up, or that kind of thing that happened? That's synchronicity. Synchronicity is when you thought of someone, they give you, you get a phone call. I wanted to start a music school, boom. I had an idea, like intuition, or just like this thought. I could be a music teacher. And that was like 15, 20 years ago. That long? Oh my gosh. Anyway. And before you know it, I was playing piano, guitar, all the instruments, and sure enough, I started a music school. RC Music Place, right? Same thing, right at Berkeley College. That's what we do. So if you see those little pink little flyers or fluorescent flyers posted up around the place, that's me. But my thought is that was the thought, and sure enough, that's what I've been doing. The police department. What made me join the police department? Beside the fact that it was, I had a kind of strange relationship. Well, I'm trying to think how deep to get into this because it's going to take some time. Well, see, what had happened was that I was dating this really crazy, I was dating this guy. I was like 19. I dated him I met him when I was 17, 18, we started dating. 19, 20, the relationship wasn't working out. I wanted to break the relationship off. He became obsessed, possessive. He started abusing me, hitting me, smacking me, punching me. We would fight. It was crazy. I was like, this is my life? What the France is going on? I never thought of my life this way as a young person, because I was always, what you see now is how I was as a young person, always energetic, ready to, I was doing auditions, I was singing, I was on the Apollo Theater, I was doing all these, I was doing all these shows, musically, because I didn't start singing until I was out of high school, into college, because I was always very shy. But nevertheless, me and this guy hooked up. He's from Trinidad. Not to say that, I'm not saying that all Trinidadian guys are crazy like he was, but he was from Trinidad. I like the accent, because it sounded a little bit like this. It was like, oh gosh, I love you until now, well, let's do this and that, let's do that, and blah, blah. It was like, oh my gosh, it was like a bird singing. But anyway, so that was attractive to me, and then, my background, my parents are from Trinidad, but nevertheless, when I wanted to break the relationship off, he got crazy. He started following me. He was a construction worker. I'd be in college, taking my classes and going to school, and he'd be sitting in the library. I'm like, dude. And he's sitting there with his construction clothes on. How the hell you got in here? He's following me now, and he's stalking me. Oh my gosh. I had a little job at Macy's, and I had a job at Macy's on the 14th floor. We were doing, I don't know what we were doing, but I wasn't in sales. I can't remember what we was doing. But I was working at 34th Street at Macy's, and I had a little friend, and we're sitting down at the office, at the desk, doing inquiries and doing whatever we were doing. And she said she looked at the door, and it was like a little glass window. And I saw his face in the window, looking into the room, peering into the room. And I'm saying, how did he get past security? Dude, it was just like that. I was like, oh my gosh. this dude is crazy. And he'd be like, I'm like, so she said, Ruby, baby, will handle that. And I'm like 20 years old, going on 21 or 21. Oh my gosh. To think about that, it's like, it was a nightmare. And I just could not believe that I, as a young person, so energetic, so full of life, so musically inclined. He was a boxer. He used to box with the Golden Glove. I used to come and watch him fight. And he'd come and watch me sing. But I guess he thought that my singing career was getting me more attention than his boxing career. So he started flipping out when I went to break up. And the more he became obsessed, the more I pulled back. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Ew. And it turned me off even more. So, it got crazy. I didn't tell my brothers. I didn't tell my mom. And, I was figuring I got myself into this mess. I'm going to have to figure this out. And it was abusive. But I was fighting. I would fight back. And then one day, he was at my place, and my mom's house, my apartment there. And he did, he said, if I can't have you, nobody can. That's what he said. And I was like, damn, that sounds like a movie. Sounds like something you see in a movie. And he did like the little gun thing, like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, he really loved me. No, I didn't. I just want you little girls to know that when they say no, if they can't have you, nobody else will, they mean it. They're freaking crazy. You better run. You better call the cops. You better do something ASAP, because they are serious. I don't know if I took him serious like that. In retrospect, did I think it was flattering? Did I think he was crazy? I thought he was crazy, but I didn't think he really meant it like that. That dude meant it like that. So when he did that, I was like, man, he really loved me. But I didn't, I still wanted to be away from him. I didn't want to be with this dude. So, one day, as I continued to go on about my life, he followed me. I was leaving for an audition that morning, somewhere in Harlem, and I was on my way to college and, school, and then after this, my classes, I would head off to the audition. It was 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading off to the subway, and I'm walking. I'm a fast walker, so I'm always walking fast. And I turned to my left, and I looked at my reflection in the store glass and make sure I looked okay as I was heading off to the subway at Newkirk in Brooklyn, Newkirk Plaza in Brooklyn. And sure enough, when I looked at my reflection, he was in the reflection right behind me. And he must have been following me for about 8 blocks. Because someone later told me that they saw him across the street from my apartment building, sitting inside the building, waiting for, just hanging out in the building. So he was waiting for me to leave that morning. So that was about 7 blocks up to where I was at, to where I looked at my reflection and saw him. And as I turned around, I said, what's going on? What are you doing here? Like, what's up? He said, he grabbed my arm and he said, come with me. I was like, come where? And I always remember, because I used to watch Oprah all the time. She goes, whenever the person, you have the victim and then you have the other person, I forgot the name. And I think I should remember that, but I don't. Anyway, whenever that person tries to take you to another location, don't go. And that's the only thing I could think of, is he's trying to take me somewhere else right now, and I'm not going to go. And sure enough, he kept tugging on me, and come, let's go. I was like, no, I'm not going. I said, get off of me, get off of me. And then we just started, tussling, and this is right out in public. And tussling and turned to a fight. Next thing we're fighting. I mean, this dude, he's a boxer. He's about 6'4", 200-something pounds, and he was hitting me like a man. And I was fighting back like a flipping animal. I was just fighting. And I think, not think, he even tried to, like, it was about it. If you know what a Newkirk subway station is, which I still live there in this neighborhood today, which I'm telling you, it's time for me to go. I want to get out of here. Just because it's time, sometimes it's good to have a new place, another environment, but nevertheless. As he was tussling and trying to move me out of that location to wherever he wanted me to go with him, I fought, we fought, and people were watching. Because where we were fighting was right there at the Newkirk Plaza, people, the station. You go and the subway is right there. So the subway is right there, and I want you to see how God works. The subway is right there. And people are passing this, to get to the subway they have to pass us. And we're fighting. And I'm fighting for my life. He tried to pick me up and throw me over the gate, where like, it's like a trestle. So you could like see the subway tracks and the train there. He was literally trying to, like, I guess, pick me up and throw me over. I'm not sure. I was like, this guy's crazy. But I was fighting, and he wasn't successful, and the fight just continued, and suddenly he pulled out a knife, a huge knife, that, I remember when we used to hang out, he'd keep it under his mattress. Now keep in mind, this guy is like 20, he was 23, I was 21. Right. So I'm telling you what inspired me to become a police officer. And this story here inspired me. So the same knife he used to keep under his bed, and he said, if anybody ever mess with you, I'm going to take care of them, blah, blah, blah. That's a knife that he used, and he took that knife and he pushed it into my stomach. And that's when I collapsed, because it was like, I guess I was in shock, and, realizing that, my life was about to be over. And all the fighting that I was doing, this it. I don't know I don't know how I felt, but I know I did fall. And he was on top of me, and this is how God works now. As he's over me. Now everybody could see this. There's like an audience. I'm pretty sure everyone was watching this. I mean, that's so many years later, and people who know me now still, I wasn't there that day because they had to go to the subway and say, Ruby, whatever happened to that guy? But nevertheless, he, while he was over me with the knife, this gentleman passed by, he had his Bible open. Skinny, slim, black guy. He just walked really close to us. He passed and said, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. That's all he kept saying was, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. As he had sitting over me with this knife. It's crazy. And I remember that to this day. He said, Jesus loves you. And then he took the knife, he just flung it, he got up and took off running. And that's when they picked me up and took me to the nearby cab service that was there, took me inside, and my neighbor who lives in my building was there. He says, Ruby, like what happened? Or I'm not sure if he saw it, but he saw, I think I'm not sure what he saw, but nevertheless, that was the moment that experience motivated me, inspired me to become a police officer, more so than the other thought that, I was a singer and I could also sing for the police department. That also inspired me. And I said, the spirit, that little voice, your intuition. So I want to encourage you to listen to your intuition and be guided by your intuition, because my intuition said that they're going to need a singer. And then, I shared this story with the police department before I joined, because they put you through a psychological. They do a psychological on you. So they know the story. I wrote it out for them. I didn't know how they were going to receive it, but they hired me. I guess they figured, okay, this is a black girl who has, who might have some issues with some black men. We could use her on a job. Oh my gosh. So they hired me, despite the fact that I shared that story. I had to write it out, because they do a psychological when you do becoming a police officer. And they do a psychological. So they knew of this. And I said to myself, years later, I said, man, and I would tell my friends, they hired me. I told them my story. They should think that this girl had an issue with, someone stabbed her and ex-boyfriend, and she may not be psychologically fit for this job. And they should have, I think that might be taken into consideration, but they hired me anyway. So why? Why would they still hire me anyway? Maybe they thought that I would have a vendetta, against our black men, and now I have access, or I have a gun, and now I can defend myself. That was always a nice thought too. I could defend myself, or I'd have something against our black men that are already, in peril. It's not, I have 3 sons. 3 sons. So I am for the black man, for the black woman, for all of us who are marginalized, especially us as a people, marginalized. And it's important. So it's important to, just know that we need to mentally know what's happening, psychologically know what's happening, and what they're doing to us. So that's my story. That's how I joined the police department. That inspired me. In a day, also knowing that Spirit told me, that little voice said, Ruby, you can sing for the police department. It's a community-related organization. It's for the community. There might be an opportunity for you to sing. And sure enough, when I did join the police department, 6 months later, I sang at Madison Square Garden for 5,000 people, the mayor, the commissioner, and I had then become a household name as the singing police officer. So that's how I joined. Let me take this off. That's how I ended up joining the NYPD, because I definitely wanted to help other women who were going through it. I felt I could be an inspiration to give them signs that this relationship is not going to go well, and maybe you need to take some steps and do this, or, I just felt like I could encourage women. So today you're listening to Mass Movement for Life. Exodus for Life will be here hopefully some point in his life. He has a little something he has to do. But I'm here and I'm excited to just feel good. I wasn't having a good morning, but I'm feeling better. Feeling better right now. I'm going to play a song for you, because as a police officer, I became a household name. People wanted to hear my voice. They would ask me to sing throughout the community. And one day, Rosie O'Donnell's show had me, we had someone else who was doing a program. He wanted police officers, and he especially wanted me. And I'm the one who put together a group of police officers to have like a little chorus background. And I'd love for you to see the video. It is on YouTube. I don't know what I titled it as, but it's Ruby Collins on the Rosie O'Donnell Show. Ruby Collins on the Rosie O'Donnell Show. Now, we did this song for a little girl. Let's go. YouTube. Ruby Collins sings on the Rosie O'Donnell Show. We did a song for a little girl who's dealing with cancer. So this individual wrote songs it's called Songs of Love. That's what it is, Songs of Love. And he did this song for a little girl who was going through cancer. And he asked me to sing this song. And we put together a group of police officers to sing as my background singers. And here's the song. Songs of Love is the gentleman's organization. And as a result of him putting these songs together, I had an opportunity to meet Whitney Houston. I was starstruck, had my camera, didn't even take a picture. And I said, my gosh, she looks just like me. Another brown sister. And it was nice, to meet her, and I didn't snap the camera, snap the picture. So, but nevertheless, I met her there on the Rosie O'Donnell Show. So, yeah, take a listen to the song. A little girl who was going through cancer and we put a song based on her favorite things that she loved.
Well, let's hear it. New York's finest police officers, Ruby Collins, take it away.
Hi, Precious. We wrote this song just for you, from all of us, because we love you. Precious, you're so precious. I love your face, with a smile on your face. Your brown eyes, sparkle like the stars, shining in the night. You're so precious, like the Shalom Full House. You're the star of the show. Everywhere you go, you're so precious. Precious you are, so easy to please. All you want for dinner is some broccoli and cheese. The beauty in your heart and sing your song. You're the toast of the town. Destiny and Barbara, there's love all around. Playing it all and talking on the phone. With Willie and Mom, you are never alone.
New York City's finest, thank you very much. We'll be right back with Billy. Still ahead.
Folks, it's that time again.
So you're listening to Ruby Collins music.
Quality music all day.
These are my songs.
We got a brand new artist. You've waited for her. You've longed for her. You know her name, but I'll tell you anyway. With a style of her own. But let me get her to hear first. Ruby Collins.
Yes, you are listening to Mass Movement for Life. My name is Ruby Collins on the KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com, Livestream.com/KNQ Radio, YouTube.com, King and Queen Radio, SisterDubong.com, that's Sister Dubong, DOG.com. If you have any questions or comments on the show or any show, contact the owner, Zena Palin, at 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. I am going to be performing this summer, we're in summer, August 10th, right at the Brooklyn Junction, Flatbush Junction, during our summer concerts, August 10th. I am, gonna have a whole different little style because my voice is going through some changes, and I'm healing. So maybe I would say by then I should be okay. Right now, even now I'm fine, because I have a performance to do on the 29th, which is a few days from today, and I have some songs in mind for that. I'm going to try it right now online. I'm going to try singing it right now. But yes, so I'm going to be August 10th, and it's not just going to be me, it's going to be my kids as well. So I told my kids, get ready, because I may not be able to do the full half an hour. And honestly, my kids are all musicians. They're singers. It's about passing the torch on to your children and not keeping things to yourself, so they can learn to do what you do and do it better, or just, you have to pass on your trade, your skills to your kids. So I've done that. So my sons will be performing as well. So we're going to have a half an hour on the family. Half an hour, Ruby Collins and family. So you'll see those flyers going up shortly to promote those shows, those summer events. One of the songs that I'm going to be doing this weekend, I'm going to try and do it right now with you guys, because I'm literally going to be singing like this for a very important woman. Her name is Dr. Best. So I said, I was thinking, what am I going to sing? What am I going to, she didn't, I told her about my story, and she was like, well, we have some seniors, and I don't really, not now, but we could use your story for another time. And so I was saying to myself, she said, but just give me 2 numbers. And I'm saying to myself, that's good. She doesn't know what I'm going through. She knows what I'm going through, but my voice is in transition right now. It's going through the healing. So I said, as I was jumping on my trampoline, I listened to music and songs. I said, I want to do something fun, because I love to dance. I'm a performer. I love to perform. So I think I'm also an equally good performer as I am a singer. So I said, maybe this time I'll use more of my performance skills rather than my guitar skills and my keyboard skills. And, the musician, I'll just sing some fun songs. And, let me see, I'm going to actually take a chance right now. I ain't taking no chance, I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to do this song and see how that sounds as I do it for you guys. I hope you feel, I'm not sure. Let's see if it works. Alright, so I'm just going to have a little fun right now. Let's see if this works. I'm just going to do a short piece of it. No. Really? I'm messing up. Here we go. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long this is going to be able to go because I have to have the rights for this. But it is the instrumental. I'll do like a few seconds. Maybe not. Ooh, did I just mess up? Girl, close your eyes. Let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There's nothing that you can do. Relax your mind. Lay back and groove with mine. Gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you. So I'm thinking, as I'm singing the song, people are gonna probably be more into the music and the dancing than my voice. And having the microphone really close might help. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna have to do whatever I can do, but I'm definitely singing. You know, I'm definitely gonna do it. All right, so let's move on. You're listening to Mass Movement for Life. My name is Ruby Collins. You're listening to my music today, my songs today. Gospel, contemporary, a little bit of everything. And yeah, I'm not sure, but let's take a listen to Good Morning. Good Morning by Ruby Collins. Really? My fault. I'll get used to this. I'm so used to Exodus being here, but we miss him.
Everything I need and more. Oh, you're in between.
You're listening to Ruby Collins, RubyCollins.com.
Last night I couldn't sleep at all. Sitting up as long as I could, waiting for your call. Although I knew it was far-fetched, couldn't help having regret. I guess you didn't want to talk to me. You were the last one I thought would do this to me. Baby, please talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. My heart is heavy, I'm feeling so empty. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Maybe I just had my hopes too high. Maybe this whole thing was just a lie. Last night I cried, I cried, I cried. Don't know how to say goodbye. I'm not gonna lie, I'm all messed up. Wasn't prepared for this, I didn't have a backup. Can't sleep thinking of you every second of the day. Just want these feelings to go away. Doing everything to keep occupied, but nothing's working, I'm hurt and I'm so petrified. Baby, please talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. My heart is heavy, I'm feeling so empty. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Maybe I just had my hopes too high. Maybe this whole thing was just a lie. Last night I cried, I cried, I cried. Don't know how to say goodbye. Today's the day I let this go. Let this go. Lord knows I can't take this anymore. So I'm gonna make my peace. Baby, please, it's hurting me. Baby, please, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. My heart is heavy, I'm feeling so empty. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Maybe I just had my hopes too high. Maybe
listening to Ruby Collins music. I am your host. I am Ruby Collins. Yeah. I will be performing, I should say we, Ruby Collins and family. We will be performing August 10th at Flatbush Junction. I don't know why I'm still hearing this song. Give me a minute. Performing at the Flatbush Junction Spring Concert at Brooklyn College Junction. We will be performing, myself and my children. It should be a lot of fun, very entertaining. We'll be on the set for a half an hour. I'll give you more information as we get close to that. Remember, you could hear more, see more, we could talk more here on kingandqueenradio.com, brooklynstation.com, livestream.com/KNQ Radio, youtube.com, King and Queen Radio, Sister Dobong, D-O, Sister Dubong, sisterdubong.com, DOBONG.com. If you have any questions or comments on the show or any show, contact the owner, Zena Palin, at 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. You know, I thought, I knew I could handle the show today by myself. I just wasn't feeling up to it. Physically, I just didn't think I could do it today. I didn't prepare my, as you see, I was drinking from this bottle here. It says kombucha, which is my favorite drink, but it's actually straight lemon juice, my vitamin C. I have my water. And I didn't think I was going to be able to do the show today, and my partner's not here. I was like, you know what? I called in. I said, listen, I'm not going to do the show. And I was inspired. Just her voice, Sister Dubong, said to me, whatever she said, the energy was like, Ruby, go and do the show. You can sit and talk. Sit and talk and share today. Inspire someone today. You need to be there today. And I just packed my little bag. I have garlic. By the way, I'm drinking also garlic, ginger, and onion that I juiced. Drinking that. Oh, it's the hardest thing to do, but it's possible. And you have to buffer it. That means coat your stomach with aloe or sea moss tea. That coats the stomach lining. So this way you can take it and it won't burn your stomach, because I put a lot of ginger in it. I am a cancer fighter. I am doing this alternatively, some conventional, a little bit of everything, just the knowledge and information that I've learned to help give my body the nutritional support that it needs. That's the goal. And just to share that information. Choose Health, Choose Life is the name of my wellness program. Mass Movement for Life is the name of everything overall. It's another component of this whole experience for me. And the mass movement for life is just really about getting the masses to know and understand that we got to take control of our own lives. We have to be the advocate for our lives. Stop looking to others who have not done it, who do not have the knowledge who do not have the education, who have not done their own research to tell you how to live your life, whether it be in a relationship, a job, your health, your finances. Educate yourself. The internet is the highway of information. Take it seriously. I have 2 master's degrees that I got all online. When I say that, the college was Toro College that I went to. But when I did my research to get these papers done and submit it to my professors, it was all information that I got online. I was like, oh my gosh, I could be a brain surgeon because the information is there. So use the information and just take little steps to healing yourself and taking control of your life and your body. And doing what you can do, because you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at the outcome. And just see how much time we have. We're going to be wrapping up in a few, so I'm just going to end with this amazing song from my CD, which is called Sunshine. That's the gospel CD. And it's called In a Little While. It's RubyCollins.com or Ruby Collins TV on YouTube. In a Little While, and the name of the CDs that's out there, it's Ruby Collins. Sunshine or Ruby Collins, I Am Loved, which is my contemporary project. In a Little While. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing rest of the week. Remember, you create abundance by serving and helping others.
His face I see, shining like the stars, brighter than the moon. He said he'll be back on his very soon. But I don't wanna go alone. No. I want my mama standing next to me, Dad and the rest of my family.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio.com, BrooklynStation.com, Livestream.com /KNQ Radio.
His goodness. is the place I wanna spend eternity. I can see it now. Finally made it on the clouds. Little while we'll be going home. That place we prepared for so long. We'll join hands and embrace and rejoice in that glorious place. In a little while, His face I'll see, the one I've waited so patiently. He'll smile and take my hand and say, welcome, 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 welcome home, my child. But I don't wanna go alone. No, 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 no. When my mama's standing next to me.
Thank you for listening. My name is Ruby Collins. Mass Movement for Life. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place, right here, KingandQueenRadio.com. Have an amazing